guys, this is a battle against Aproblem4u1 from YouTube. Right, so I lead with Butterfree, he leads with Aerodactyl. I didn't know whether I would outspeed, so I just went for the sleep powder anyway. Scarfed. It has like 250, 200, I don't know, some low speed. So we're bringing Scizor and it was its Stealth Rocks. And I set up the Sword Dance as he switches into his Suicune. He Calm Minds, and then I just X-Scissor it, and I was worried that it wouldn't do half, but it did a pretty nice chunk to it. And it's Surf, but this is a bulky Scizor, so it lives the Surf after a Calm Mind, which is pretty good. And he brings in Infernape. There was no point me switching, so I just Bullet Punched it, which did a pretty decent amount in itself, even with being not very effective. And it flamethrowers me. I think no, it wasn't. No. So I bring in Butterfree again, get a kill with Psychic. It's pretty much useless now. I've got Stealth. He's got Stealth Rocks up. Brings in Mamoswine. I know the Ice Shard's coming. There's no point in me switching out, so I just use Psychic. What am I doing? Oh, there. So I go down. And I switch into Lucario. Oh, there I adjusted the camera. Now it's clearer for me. And he predicts the close combat nicely. And goes into Mesprit. And this is one of my 3 Scarfed Pokemon on this team. I realised in this battle that I've got 3. Butterfree, Lucario, and Porygon-Z, whatever you want to call it, if you're America Z, whatever. But he predicts a switch nicely, goes into a Thunder Wave, and I get the power hacks, which means that Aerodactyl can easily 2-hit KO me. Gets a useless crit, and that was Porygon-Z useless. Yeah. Now I send in Cresselia. Store War Warning. It's going to be a big one coming up. Right. So I just use Karma Charge Beam even as he goes into Dugtrio, which was pretty good, but then he misses with the Stone Edge, and I get to take some off him with Psychic. And his Stone Edge doesn't do that much to Cress. I was pretty surprised. So he brings in Mesprit. This is the Star War beginning now. So I Charge Beam because I'm still under Taunt, and it Calm Minds. Now my Taunt wears off. I can start Calm Minding. I'm sorry about my hand, I was getting really stressy with all the leftovers recovery. It's just peeing me off taking too long. This battle was like 31 minutes or something like that. So it's just like Calm Mind. Calm Mind. He Thunder Waves me, which doesn't actually bother me. Except for once, which will be coming up later, but it makes pretty much no difference except I'm now slower than the Mesprit. So I Charge Beam. I completely forgotten how many special attack boosts I got. I just didn't care. I saw it did more than Psychic, so just used it, and the 63% of boost is always nice. And then it stopped doing it, so I must have got the 6 attack boosts, and even with them it was doing pretty much bugger all. So it's just pounding away at this Mesprit. The one thing that Mesprit doesn't have is a recovery move, so it only has the leftovers recovery. So I know I can pretty much take it down eventually. So I'm doing more to it than the leftovers can heal off. I think that's the last special attack boost I got. That was like 3 turns without it, something like that. That's strange. Cause it's got more than it's got 63% when factoring in the accuracy of it. It's still a pretty fail move, really, because it's only got 50 power. So he just keeps switching between Thunderbolt and Ice Beam, but he can't get any freeze hacks because I'm already paralysed. So so I hear, well, by the looks of where I put my finger, went for Charge Beam again, and it doesn't quite kill it. But here's what changed it a bit. He didn't know that I had Moonlight, so I was just praying not to get the power hacks, and I didn't, which I've been pretty lucky because I haven't actually had one yet, but I still get one when it matters. So he's just pounding away at me, and I finish it off with a crit with Psychic, which would have done a nice chunk. So he sends in Mamoswine, and I obviously know it's going to outspeed me. He Ice Fangs. He could have froze me, he could have flinched me, but no, I got the power hacks, so Cresselia goes down. It's done its job, it's taken out the Mesprit. But now I can send in this, and I can close combat this Aerodactyl. It doesn't activate the Sash, so I'm surprised, really, considering Aerodactyl's terrible defences. There I checked its speed to see if I would outspeed, because if I hadn't outsped it, I probably would have lost this match. So I can just close combat the Mamoswine for the win. Good game, Aproblem4u1. I think we should have another one at some point, but that was a pretty nasty stall war, and yeah. Well, check him out. I'll leave a link in the description. Comment, rate, subscribe. See ya.